book review. The book we're reviewing today is... Who's this by? Endangered by Elliot Schriffier. I butchered that name so much. I am so sorry. Endangered. This is a book club book that we had to read for school. I'm currently reading it. I'm reading the last chapters right now, but I know enough that I can personally say this book is definitely something. So, if you know anything about books and how they're plotted out, you have a rising action on your story mountain where it's pretty boring at the start. Nothing's really going on, but it keeps going up, and then it hits the point right there, and that is when you get to the climax, the most juiciest, most action-filled part of your story. And then you have the falling action, which comes down to conclusion. And that's like the end. So, the end. This book's entire story mountain so far is this. This book's story mountain looks like something like this. Now, this looks pretty weird to you guys because story mountains are not supposed to look like this. They don't... What is that gap? I'll tell you what that gap is. Right here, this is your rising action. This is the point when your story is really boring and getting good. At the end of chapter 7, it says the president got shot. That's right. And now, what is this giant line right here? That is all the climax. Yeah, the climax lasts about this long. Okay, and now there's another giant freaking gap right here. This is the end. There's no falling. There's just goes climax end. Actually, there's probably a rising action somewhere. I mean, rising action. There's probably a falling action somewhere in here, but I haven't finished it yet. Now the plot. Okay, we're back, and here's the plot of Endangered. Okay. This book is one of the most craziest things I've ever read. I did not think that a book club book could be this crazy. I thought this was going to be just one of your Sunday books. I really wanted The Outsiders when we were getting picked, but now I have to get Endangered. So, the start of this book is really boring. It's basically about this girl named Sophie, and we start out she's in Congo, visiting her mom. Her mom, owns this bonobo sanctuary. Bonobos are apes. They're a type of ape. So, she buys this bonobo from a legal bonobo seller for $100. And it's a legal seller, too. Why would you do that? Because now you're just, making the trade even bigger. But, anyway, she buys this bonobo, she goes to the sanctuary, and her mom's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Anyway, this bonobo, who's called Otto, she names him Otto. He is just absolutely in horrible condition. This man is leaning on the edge of a cliff. And you can already say he's jumped off. Because he's missing, he's got, this kind of hand. This kind of this kind of hand. He's missing 2 fingers. He only got 3. Then the other one is like, I think like that. So it's like superstition. They cut off, in Congo, they cut off 1 finger of a bonobo to make the baby healthy. And then cut off the other one so it stays healthy. But either way, her mom's like, why would you do that? And then Sophie nursed this bonobo Otto back to health and everything, and it's cute, I guess. But then some guards or soldiers come in, and then like the end of chapter 7, the president gets shot. Yeah, he gets shot, and then this like whole revolution breaks out in Congo, and a UN vehicle comes and tries to take all the Americans back to America. And instead of, taking the normal and human logical brain option of just staying on the van, can you guess what happens? Yeah, Sophie jumps off the van and then only does it so because she decides she wants to be with Otto instead. Girly pop. We are in the middle of a revolution. You do not need to. This main character energy does not need to be happening. Okay? We're in the middle of a revolution. We don't need this right now. Get out of there. Okay? So annoying. I'm just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that, Sophie? Why would you do that? Sophie pissed me off, bro. And you know what? If I had a nickel every time Sophie did that, I'd have 2 nickels. That's correct. We'll get to that later. After she escapes, she goes into the adult bonobo enclosure and decides she's gonna stay there. When she eventually comes out to get her duffel bag and food, everyone in the sanctuary is dead. Oh, and I forgot to mention, her mother escaped. She's in she's in a different part of Congo right now. Anyway, everyone in the sanctuary is dead. There's a character, Mama Brunel. Yeah, her head's cut off. Just clean off. Okay. And then she's in like a pit, and her body's like super burned. Yeah. And then not to mention everybody else is the same too. Why would you do that? See, you could have been gone. You could have been in Miami with your father. Right now, Sophie. And yet you decided to stay because why? Otto wanted to stay with you? That is an ape. Queen, I get liking animals, but I don't think you need to like the animals this much to the point that you're stuck in a country in the middle of a revolution right now, Queen. I don't think so. That's not really a good idea. We pay no mind. So she gets out of there safely. One of the bonobos gets shot in the head. And then like the other bonobos follow her. And she's like, I need to abandon them. I need to get out of here. Only me and Otto can come. Not you, Anastasia. Not you, Sangalolo. Not you, Ikwa. Not you, Mushi. No. Only me and Otto. That's basically Sophie, right? She leaves, and she finds, and then the others follow her because you are so loud. She snaps a twig while I think she snaps a twig while walking, and then like the others just follow her. She finds a burnt down village that it's only one house remaining, and a field of manioc crop. I don't know what, I think manioc is. Does manioc even taste that good? I wouldn't be able to tell. I don't know. I don't even know what a maniac plant is. But she eats them, and then the other's like, why would you eat maniac? In the jungle, the other bonobos, in the jungle, we've got mangoes, we've got bananas probably. Bananas probably grown there. So Sophie just goes on Iqbal's blind side, just books it up. Doesn't turn back, just leaves. Just leaves. And then she decides, yeah, I'm gonna go out into the city. She goes out there and she meets this grandma and her kid, her grandchild. And she's like, which way is the city? And he's like, over that way. And she's like, so she goes, obviously, and she ends up in a crowd. No, wait, hold up. Someone gives her a guard right here, and Sophie's right here. She's like, dang it. Leaves, and the guard's like, oh, come back here. So she's running, and the guard's coming after her, right? Like that. Then they come across a sign that says AIDS on it, and she enters because you can't get AIDS from the air. But the guard doesn't know that, so she doesn't go in. She meets this other guy and his 4 students, and this guy gives her a motorbike. She just takes him. She's like, thank you, bro. Leaves the AIDS area, rides down. She's going in the crowd. She's like, whoa! And then the people steal her motorbike. And then she goes to here's what she does. She finds a mother and her children, and the mother's like, I can lead you to where the UN helicopter is, and you can probably get out. And she's like, thank you. So Sophie gets out. She goes to the UN place. And what does she do, guys? Leaves again. Sophie, one time I was like, okay, I can get it. It's for Otto, maybe you want to stay with him. I can get that. 2 times? Sophie, what the frick are you on? Sophie, this cannot be happening. 2 times. Why would you? Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking about how stupid Sophie is. Anyway. So she goes into the jungle and she's like, where the heck is Otto? Because I can't find him. And Matt, if I was Sophie and I left the chance to go to my home in Miami, Florida twice for Otto, and he left me. She goes out and she finds Otto tied to a tree, and she's like, oh, don't worry, bud, I'll get you down. 2 people come, take Otto from the tree, and she's like, no! So she has to follow. She follows him now. And now he's in, another trade. He's in the exact same trade that first. Sophie follows, and then, a guard takes Otto, so she follows the guard and confronts the guard. And then, that's where I'm at in the story. That's all I have so far. This story, it irks me. Sophie's stupid decision. This is not a main character moment, Queen. You do not need to be doing this, okay? A lot of us would not mind if you just left, and then we could end the story right there. Your abnormally climactic story could end right there, and I would not be opposed. I would say, good. Yes. Let's end it right here, but no. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching my rant about this book's plot, and thank you for watching. Round of applause. Round of applause. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.